Thank you. Mr. Nordstrom, I don't think I've ever read so much testimony, but what you provided last night I thought was particularly informative. And talking about on page 7, you talk about the rating level assigned for threat categories for our various posts. And there are 4 of them: critical, high, medium, and low. And we have 264 posts that where we had security concerns, overseas diplomatic posts at the time of Benghazi. There were 14 posts rated as either high or critical, not a huge number, but 14. 2 of them, 2 of the posts were Benghazi and Tripoli. Are you aware of that, Mr. Thompson? Mr. Nordstrom, you put it in there. So it's not like they had this incredible array of posts that were on this high alert. Is that correct?
That's my understanding. The very small amount were high or critical.
And then finally, again, I have not read the classified. I read the unclassified version. Mr. Chaffetz pointed out later in the report where it looks like they tried to cook this to put blame basically on the lower level. There's a certain plateau, and then everybody below gets the blame. Up on page 4, when I had my time before, I said, Embassy Tripoli, this is from the report, did not demonstrate strong and sustained advocacy with Washington for increased security for Special Mission Benghazi. And yet, we've heard your predecessor, Mr. Hicks, pleaded for additional help. You pleaded for it. It's documented, and you didn't get it. You actually got a reduction. Is that correct, as was pointed out?
Yes, drastic reduction.
So it wasn't like this was all over the place. Finally, for the ARB, you put in here to ignore the role of senior department leadership played before, during, and after the September 11th attack sends a clear message to all State Department employees. It looks like they're whitewashing the folks at the higher pay grades and levels, and you all are taking the blame. Is that a fair assessment?
I think the basic message is that whether or not you're sitting out at the post requesting resources, preparing for testimony before this committee, or standing on a building surrounded by an armed mob attacking you, the message is the same. You're on your own.
Mr. Hicks?
I share what Mr. Nordstrom had to say.
Mr. Thompson, and I still can't believe that you were never interviewed, and you had one of the most strategic positions by the ARB, and that is true?
I'll let you use strategic, sir. But,
well,
it's a tool that should remain on the menu of options is probably my basic point. And it was early taken off the menu.
It's a very sad commentary. Yield back. Thank you, Mr.
Would gentleman yield?
Yeah, well, I've got time.